Saturday's game against San Diego will be Luke Worthington's 130th career game. Wow, that's a lot of games. He joins us now in Studio B. Luke, I can't believe it's your, in theory, final home game tomorrow.
I know, we're finally there. I think you're one of the only people that are surprised. I think most people think, wow, this guy's still here.
You've had a unique road because you played 2 before your mission.
Right.
You go for 2, and now you've played for 2. What's this kind of journey been like for you?
Really interesting. I mean, just so much fun from start to finish. It's interesting when you share stories with your teammates on this team about the guys you were playing with that many years ago, you know, playing with TJ's older brother or different people. It's just funny because they're like, wow, I didn't even think that was possible. You could still be on the team now. So anyway, it's fun to be with them and to kind of have, like you said, this 2-year segment of life where I got to play with a completely different team and then step into this role as a junior and senior, and all of a sudden you're an upperclassman and kind of all the things that brings. So it was quite the transition.
So BYU is a very unique place. I came here as a non-member of the church and took away so much more. With your experience and what you've been through, what's the biggest takeaway that you will apply to life after ball?
Man, that's a deep question. I didn't come in here prepared for deep questions. I came in here ready for some light talk. Yeah. No, I think just the importance of the people around you. Like you said, you walked out of here with, so many learning experiences, and I feel like I had the same just because there's a lot of incredible people at this institution, and you just learn from them both as players and then mostly as people and kind of how they conduct themselves. So, their influence helped me to make decisions in my life as well. A lot of their examples before my mission helped me to decide that was something I wanted to do. And then coming back and getting to, be around other guys who, again, are at the top of their field, essentially. They're basketball players, and they're playing at the collegiate level for a reason. So to learn from them is really rewarding.
You won't be able to disconnect too much because you're going to be a graduate assistant next year. So you'll still be here for your 5th year, but it will have been 7. Yeah, anyway. Last night, San Diego does you a solid. They beat San Francisco. So now you're in position to where, as Brian said, when you win tomorrow, you lock up the 3. Were you rooting for San Diego? Did you care?
I checked the score a couple of times, but I was just telling you guys a second ago, I didn't know. I didn't really know exactly how to get to the game, and so I was just watching the score as I updated it on Google. But, super exciting. I think it could be a great opportunity to finish with the 3 seed. Ultimately, a tournament's a tournament.
So seed doesn't matter to you necessarily?
I don't think seed is everything. Seed can help, especially with this new structure. It is nice to have that 1 seed, 2 seed because you get that bye, but 3 and 4, I mean, you're going to wind up playing the same dudes because you want to make it to the championship game. So been fortunate enough to play in a championship game all 3 of the years that I've been here. So we've gotten a whack at it, and hopefully we'll just be able to work our way back there and play Gonzaga again.
So you guys had success earlier with San Diego. What are some of the keys for you guys tonight to win?
This is a tough senior group of guys. They're experienced, and they were picked by a lot of people to finish 2nd in the league. So it's been quite the surprise. Obviously they had quite a few injuries at the beginning of the year, but they're incredibly physical, very talented, and they're kind of putting it together cohesive-wise at the right time of the year. So it's a tough team. We played them tough at their place. Clearly they just beat San Francisco, who's a great team. And so it's going to be, it's going to come down to who executes their game plan well enough because these are 2 really good teams going at it.
Talking to Luke Worthington, one of the 2 seniors who will play his final regular season game. Perhaps there's another home game. We'll see. But we'll celebrate you regardless tomorrow. Your other senior mate is McKay Cannon, a guy who was inserted into the starting lineup in West Coast Conference play and has been a real key. What role has he played in kind of the reemergence of this team after non-conference?
I think McKay brings a real defensive mentality. He's helped in so many games to, take people out of their rhythm. And, also a great scorer is able to shoot from beyond the arc and get to the rim, passes the ball well. And, in a point guard, especially in this system, you need a guy who's going to be able to run the system, who's not necessarily going to get all the shots or make all the assists, but he's going to be in on every play because he has to bring the ball up the court, get the guys where they need to be, and then kind of, make it all happen. So he's been a real solid, experienced guy at the point for us, and I think he's helped us a lot.
And that speaks to roles. I think some people think, well, I want to be the leading scorer, and it's like, well, yes, but we can't have 5 of those guys, right?
Sure.
And you've been a good example of this too. You were a starter, and you said, you know what? I think Dave Rose said, you know what? Let's start Gavin, and I have a role, and we're going to be a team, and that's important nowadays. I think that's lost on some people.
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity to play for a team because you get put in so many unique situations, and again, there are people who are really good at scoring the ball. There's people who are really good at passing the ball, dribbling the ball. I mean, everyone's got their own skill set, and you just need to find where you can fit in. And I think in the game today, you need to find where you can contribute. And if you can contribute at a high level, then you're going to find yourself on a good team.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, and to be a good teammate matters. It really does.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the success so far. A win tomorrow gets the 3 seed, or a USF lost. Let's give you the BYU Sports Nation karma and enjoy. Brian likes holding hands for this part now.
Yes, sir. Yep, it is.
So good luck tomorrow night, and enjoy senior night, Luke.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, guys.
Okay, Luke Worthington, appreciate the time. BYU in San Diego tomorrow, 9 Eastern time on BYUtv and BYU Radio.